Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, Vegas. My name is Eugene Greenberg, and I'm founder and CEO of getMeIns. We came all the way from Israel. That's why we're a little bit sleepy now due to the jet lag. The gentleman next to me, it's my partner and CTO of the company, Dmitry. Over 25 years experience in technology, software architect, with a very strong background in building intelligent systems. He served 6 years in the most elite IT division in Israeli Defense Army. That's exactly how the nerd looks like. He even plays a guitar. So if you go to the Wikipedia and search through the definition of the nerd, you will probably see his picture, because that's the way you should just play a violin, okay? So on the surface, you see a real nerd. But right now, I want to show you a dark side of my partner. Every time I call him that, he does that. He takes the gloves. The reason I showed you the nerd, the dark side of my partner, and you all surprised. That's exactly how insurance company surprised when they deal with fraud. All of a sudden, I like more people that know him and call him the brain. I call him the beast, and you saw it right now. That's exactly what insurance company facing when they deal with fraud. Beasts. No mercy, no fear. We, in getMeIns, we believe that fraud is not a regular criminal activity. That fraud is a terror activity. And the approach to fraud has to be with the same techniques as if it would be a terror activity. And we bring the best expertise from our country in fighting against terror to fighting a fraud. So getMeIns, it's a platform for fraud prediction and loss ratio reduction. Here I want to pass over microphone to the beast, my partner. He will explain you exactly how he does it. Just before, I want to show you 2 cases. In the United States, the recent ones. 11 South Floridian with a $175 million fraud. Then a couple of years ago, Russian Mike, $280 million. 2 cases, $500 million fraud. Ladies and gentlemen, this is terror, because this threatens the stability of financial institution. So how we do it, how we predict fraud, how we reduce loss ratio. Dima, please.
Thank you, Eugene. And if you're talking about the beast, so he forgot to tell you that we call him the beauty. Look how stylish he is in his Italian suit. So, but seriously, guys, Eugene is one of those smartest minds in the insurance industry who has spent a great part of his career trying to help insurance companies to figure out how to gain more profit. So it's an honor to be a partner with Eugene in this fantastic company.
Thank you.
Okay, so getMeIns is specifically designed to predict fraud at point of sale. In order to do this, we built our own ontology. Like any intelligence system, we identify entities and their interrelationships, and we make data fusion from multiple information sources to make sure we enrich our model with as much information as possible. So how do we do this? We carefully identify risk vectors that affect insurance fraud. The first vector is open source intelligence. So we crawl multiple data sources, and we extract entities out of this to make sure that we understand the sentiment of a person or related entities to a person. And actually, we do even transliteration to find the sentiment in foreign data sources in different languages. So this actually helps insurance companies to better understand who they deal with. Another source of our intelligence, it's a risk vector that actually we diminish for our customers, is related to historical data that is stored in insurance companies. As all of you know, most of the data available in insurance companies is unstructured. According to latest KPMG research, about 85% of the data in insurance companies is stored in images and document files. So this actually makes it hard to analyze and to process automatically. So with our visual intelligence, we employ algorithms like computer vision algorithms, OCRs, text analytics, in order to process the data, extract meaningful entities and valuable information out of historical data of insurance companies, and probably identify fraud rings or evidence of fraud in the past. So this actually helps insurance companies not to ignore the valuable source of data. So this is really interesting. It's a foil baked dish, right? This is a sample of our image intelligence. This is the third risk vector that we address. It's image intelligence. Actually, we identify a multiple use of damaged parts in historical accidents to avoid so-called stage accidents. So this is really awesome thing because we have managed to implement the photogrammetrical process by using only a smartphone camera. So we, in getMeIns, we turn any smartphone device into a 100% close-range photogrammetric device. Before this, a heavy investment should have been placed to purchase specially equipped cameras called LiDARs to build the photogrammetrical models. We need a small set of pictures, still pictures taken by a smartphone or video stream to implement the photogrammetrical process and to match this damage against our database. We'll be able to tell our customers, insurance companies, that this damage has already been claimed, or this damage is a part of one major damage, okay, that has already been claimed. And all this by using a special visual algorithms. As you see, these two pictures actually taken under different angles. But this material is very close to the surface of a vehicle. So we use this in our R&D lab to mimic the damage on a car. So if you can see, we identify the damage and we build a unique signature. This signature has nothing to do with the angle or with the light conditions because we handle all the light reflection and all sun reflection things. So we build very pure signatures that can be matched against the database. This is really know-how because no one in the world has implemented this yet using the smartphone cameras only. So this opens the whole world of staged accidents and fake accidents, multiple use of damaged parts. So this is specific sample of a damage, two damages that are identical. But as you see, different pictures, but they are part of the same damage. So our system identifies these damages, and we can tell that this is a fraud, actually. Another source, another risk vector that we treat is actually as issuing quotes based on assumptions, not a real user behavior. For this purpose, we partner with one of the best IoT platforms in the world that is integrated inside our mobile front end that we provide to end users. And this brings us the source of signal intelligence. We build unique user profiles by using behavioral analytics to identify what kind of person, what kind of policyholder we have. So we know his whereabouts, we know his way of living, to make sure that we move from assumption-based way to a real user behavior. And we help insurance company to provide better and smarter quotes. So this and our user experience is specifically crafted, and we hired one of the best UX designers to make sure that even the experience is good. And this application, for instance, is for purchasing microinsurance. Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, getMeIns, in a nutshell, a product for predicting fraud at point of sale. We meet our users all the time. Insurance companies meet their customers at 2 points at time. First, during underwriting, and second, during the claim. We believe that we can predict the next fraud case by knowing our users. And at the end,
Let me conclude. I'll take it here. So what is getMeIns? getMeIns, actually, it's a fusion between 25 years of technology side, 25 years of experience in insurance. We, as you heard, we use multiple data sources, not because we're not focused, because we're discovering the painful points of insurance company, and we're developing each channel like any intelligence agency does. More data sources, more sophisticated you become, more predictive you become. We need to be always few steps ahead before the fraud is happening. Because in these two cases that we showed you of $500 million, nobody received the money back, okay? And in the end, all this fraud comes to a policyholder that pays more money on insurance. So our main target, reduce loss ratio by predicting fraud, by predicting abnormal behavior of policyholder at point of sale, and allow to insurance company stop being defensive towards client.
We invite you to meet up with us in our booth, and I promise not to change into the beast during our conversation. Okay? So thank you for your time, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.